Hello everybody, Radio on here, and welcome back to Void Train. It's been quite some time for a variety of reasons. The biggest one is that there's been like a majority of updates. Like I haven't been able to play the old file I had, so all the progress doesn't matter. But that's okay, because there's so much more cool stuff in this new update. As you can see, even the main character looks different. And of course, since it's in December, there's a Christmas themed, I don't know if event update going on. So we're gonna be starting this from scratch. And they actually changed a lot.
Sometimes the spirit of
as you can see, there's like a intro now.
Some people find enough courage to get on a train and head off into outer space.
Close enough.
No. Also no.
But now, like, there's an intro instead of the one they had before. So
these are all wrong stories. Ah, there it is, the forest.
It's a lot more charm attached to it.
Impenetrable, dense forests. However, that was not a nameless journey, but a long way up here, right into the heart of the endless snowy nowhere. A perfect place for those who prefer tranquility, silence, and minus 45 degrees outside the window.
I don't like minus 45 degrees.
Meet the man who made off into this palace of silence, the engineer. He'll be here on watch duty for many long and cold months, until the next lucky guy strides in to replace him. If one comes through at all, of course. But there's no need to feel sorry for him. Although the terrain is wild, there's plenty to see and do around here, especially if you're curious enough.
This is definitely intriguing.
For my story, engineers are almost always inquisitive and attentive. These people notice things that elude the average person.
Oh, interactive intros, you gotta love it.
And everything would have been fine in this adventure if the blizzard had not started at the wrong time. The chilly wind blew the engineer off the trail, which he immediately lost sight of. His fingers instantly turned into ice, like everything else around him. The last hope of salvation, a map of the terrain, treacherously slipped out of his hands. Luckily, the video's timing didn't allow the engineer to suffer for long. All of a sudden, in the middle of snowy nowhere, it appeared. A door to... Where to, by the way? The building didn't seem to be on the engineer's maps.
Honestly, you think about it, it's the call of the void, but not in a bad way. Like,
anybody home?
No, I love it.
This is how it all usually starts.
Like, if you don't imagine how much I love this game, it's just so good.
In that strange hut, there was nothing. No people, no warmth, only darkness.
Only darkness. And honestly, when you think about it, like, they updated it so much that it even runs better than like how it originally did. Like, there's so much I can't wait to share with you guys once I get into it. So I'm pretty sure like everything else should be the same way it was, but we'll just ride through it just in case, because you can never go wrong with that. All right.
If I were you, I'd look for a key, or something that looks like a key. Maybe just something heavy.
A crowbar, perhaps. Find something to open the fuse box. No, honestly though, it's quite nice. That's not gonna help.
Well, I don't think that's going to help.
I would keep that though. That's a good mug.
A heavy blunt object. Gotta grab it.
Oh, so it makes sense how you get the hammer this time. The wrong hole. There's so much charm in this. It's beautiful. It is so beautiful. Like, I am enchanted by this. Not so much that box though.
I'm afraid there's nothing left to fix with a hammer. Any other ideas?
So now I gotta find some fuses, it looks like. Oh no, never mind. Or maybe I was right. See? You just fixed that bitch with some tape. I'm not even mad. You
And so, my glorious hero, having passed all the hardships of his watch, finally obtains a light in order to notice something strange on the table?
Something that is begging to be activated. No, seriously, that was a lot of love put into this intro. It's just so good. Like this is so amazing. Smart move. You could definitely expect a lot more videos from me on this. Like,
Hey, you all right?
even the narrator just having more agency here.
Oh, you're finally awake. A typical day on watch, huh?
The resident food. It's a little choppy though, so I'll definitely make some adjustments with my settings in a minute. But it's no less beautiful.
Well, this might come in handy.
Now that we're back, it's definitely running a bit more better. But not by much. No, but like even seeing like your survivability meter and stuff like that, I don't know what they really changed. Like it might just be like a general health thing now, instead of like your water and such. Oh, this looks good too. Can't read anything, obviously it's in a different language, but data on the scientists. Maybe there's like a camera, rails. Oh, you can change the way those look? That's pretty cool.
Of course, such an inventive mind wouldn't have any trouble figuring out the mechanism of a simple trolley.
If they let me do it right the first time. Never mind, we're gonna go through this again, which is fine with me.
Well, pretty much. Try pulling the other lever.
I wonder if like there's other things to explore though, because I'm seeing like, well, that's a candy cane. Never mind, this is the
All right
Christmas
now,
dimension.
Just slowly.
I was wondering what that was. Oh, wait a minute.
That's a useful book you've picked up.
It's
Is the author
interactive.
some kind of scientist or inventor?
You know what? I'm not even mad at that.
I hope he's not too upset that we stole his train. That was awkward.
I'm not mad at that at all. That's pretty nice. And the speed is still there. There's new things. Honestly, wait, give me a second. Before we go, 'cause I want to see what this is. If I can even interact with this. I probably shouldn't. Alrighty then. Explosive plants. I don't know if that hurt me at all. It probably didn't. But since I have the necessary know-how. Wait, different plants do different things. You suck things in, don't you? I'm not stupid. I'm not getting near that. A lot of things I realize now, the developers did listen to a lot of things for quality of life. One of the biggest things that I had was just kind of like losing out on space because you had your level 1 furnace being specifically just level 1. You needed a level 2 for doing level 2 stuff, but you couldn't do level 1 stuff on the level 2 furnace. And I was like, that kind of defeats the purpose of upgrading something. And luckily with enough support from other people, they were like, you know what, that's a good idea. and it feels nice to have meaningful improvements without seeming like I'm being nitpicky. Another thing to add, they're adding a lot more functionality to the Roflimos, and just fixing some of the things for the Roflimos that didn't do what they were supposed to do. Especially like the one that repairs your train or collects resources or do security defenses. So I'm all for it. I'm just gonna put you in the corner as much as I can while I'm careening through the void, of course. The only thing that's gonna suck is that I have to build a lot of this from scratch. Like that's my biggest gripe. Like, I wish I was able to transfer my saves, but I completely understand. So I think for the most part, what I'll do is I'm just gonna go through this and do my normal things, and I'll catch you guys up when I'm kind of better put. Or not. Hold on. Oh, I think it just counts as food in general. So yeah, so water and food have been condensed down to one thing, which I don't hate. It's definitely a lot easier to keep track of, and you won't waste as many resources because water is very important for your steam engine in the future. I wonder what the void shard is going to look like this time, because man, does he give me problems. I'll try out the controller later. Maybe they might have made the controls a bit better. Like, I don't mind playing with mouse and keyboard. As a matter of fact, I can try it out right now. My controller's right here. But mouse and keyboard it feels a lot more fluid for a survival game. I just know.
Of course, I didn't expect to be greeted with balloons and fanfare, but where is everybody?
Okay. Give me a second. In the menu, I need to up my my sensitivity, but like a lot. Like I can deal with. Yeah, they added way more controls for controller functionality, so I might be able to play this a bit more comfortably, which is fine by me. Okay, yeah, they definitely figured that out. I'm happy. And this station definitely looks a lot more, I would say, non-generic, especially just starting out. Yeah, this feels so much better. Excuse me. The steam can hurt you now. I've learned through pain. But I'm digging the environments. This is really nice. I mean, when it really comes down to, they had a lot of time to think about their level design. Oh wait, I wonder if I can climb up this. I don't mind a bit of platforming. That's really nice.
Poor thing. Well, the goddesses of time and fate can't weave a long life path for everyone. Well, at least he won't be needing a revolver anymore.
That's true. I'll just, hand it here. If you don't mind. They're just old friend. Oh, it looks so much better, too. That's a lot of detail. So,
who do you think this skeleton was? So many diagrams on the table. He's probably some kind of designer. Well, used to be.
No, he used to be. But no, like that was the biggest thing I wanted when I first played this, was like the controller controls. Ah, yes, the terminal for designing a train.
He left the combination of the safe right out in the open. That was a great idea. But don't ever do the same thing, okay?
Combination for the safe out in the open. Was that something I didn't see? Oh.
I got an idea. We're gonna need those parts soon.
Okay, so those are essentially blueprints for the train parts. But no, this area is virtually the same, save for like, you know, the details in the safe and everything else. But like, not bad. Honestly, not bad. I'm not complaining about quite a few things, really. Wait, expand the trolley. Oh, it's right here. I'm trying to see. Nothing yet. Maybe somebody expanding the locomotive wagon platforms. Okay, so is there any way to? There we go. Build a module, or maybe not. Upgrade wagon.
An engineer.
Okay.
Truly an engineer.
So they gave me a freebie essentially, which is not something I'm complaining about. Well, this is about as much as I can do. Don't have enough wood to finish this just yet, but it'll be fine. Oh, everything is looking up really nice. So yeah, I think for the
It's not clever or intelligent. You can hardly call it dangerous either.
Well, it's annoying is what it is. Now, I don't hear anything about the void shark just yet, but I will say this. Everything is still looking pretty nice. You can back that up. Yeah, everything's looking pretty nice so far. Even just adding the Christmas visuals to some of the existing landscape is quite divine. Let's see if I can blow you up from a... Okay. Oh, they're starting early with me. That's new. Because typically when they have the trains kind of bombard you, they don't show up like right away. That's interesting. And I don't know what that red thing is. I don't know if it's like a new ore or just... New quests.
Or am I hallucinating already?
Other people in this world? Not right now. All I know is there are people that are trying to steal from me. Blocked by the quest. Make sure it's not a hallucination. Maybe. Oh, this is just introducing the bad guys already.
Can they see us? Hey!
Oh, they can definitely see us. I wish they didn't, though.
Well, whatever.
Okay. So I don't have to fight right away. Which is good for me. Because I have no armor, no weapons, nothing. Okay, I had enough to research the smelter as well. So let's... put you somewhere I can... That'll do. Or not. So now with the smelter, I can create advanced things. And by advanced things, I mean just... Oh, okay. Wait, recycle? Recycle.
I see. Can't expect a warm welcome. That's a shame.
I don't think I'm expecting a warm welcome in general. But it doesn't take long to get to new areas now. I think they changed up the format because typically you would have to upgrade your research table enough to kind of forward the story along. This time I've just been kind of cruising and doing stuff. I'm not mad at that. Well, one thing I want to bring up, this is actually new. They have a vending machine that costs you, I'm assuming costs you like, okay, so I have 4 wood and this is 2 wood. Okay, so you can use some, that's handy. So imagine you have a lot of something that you don't need. You can use that to get something you do need. And these actually have a percentage off. So typically you have a lot more scrap metal than you have of anything, or really wood. So for me, this is really nice, because if you remember in my older videos, my issue was I had too much of like one material. And then of course you have your lucky tokens for things here. And somewhere around here is that genie. I still can't climb that, but okay. I know where I do need to go. I was able to pick up a couple of more resources just from these containers, which is really important for me. How do I use you? Works for me good enough. So I already encountered some hostiles. One of them I can't really see. Oh, there we go. I think they okay, they do explode. Cool. I'm gonna have to get used to the aiming with the controller. It's a lot faster than I was expecting. So we still got the melee hit. Headshots still do count. You'll love to see it. I mean, this works in my favor because revolver modules are exactly what I want. And if you could just kindly hand those over.
What's that sound? Is there someone else in here?
Well, it was if I didn't kill all of them. Copper junk. Maybe that's what they meant by the recycle thing. I could probably use that to like take resources from some things and turn them into other things. That's a mechanic I'm definitely interested in. But depending on how this goes, I might just switch between keyboard and mouse depending on the situation, or what I find more comfortable. And they're both pretty comfortable. This looks like the table you use to, yeah, this is where you would put the chest that you get to unlock more resources. So everything's all starting to fall into place. I think I've been thinking in general, like for this first video, it'll be like a welcome thing for newcomers and people that haven't seen me play this before. Because I'm liable to invest a lot of time into this, which again isn't a problem. Now, this is new. You could try adjusting the knob. Well, now it no longer works, but hey, listen to the message.
Repeating once again, a self-made trolley, small with armed, motives unclear, presumably linked to the personnel has been eliminated on post number. Permission granted to open.
Alrighty then.
Over and out.
They're gonna fuck me over. But the good news is I have what I need, and now I can leave. For the most part. Let me sit down and see what I need to research. So the chest, I just need a piece of metal. The good news is I can use fuel. The menu looks so much better. And I'll just use the fat since I have no need for it right now. And they actually made this a lot better. One of the things from the old one was that you had this bar that was only like 5, so you couldn't overload your workstation for certain things. And the fact that you have a incremental number value makes it better because I can just load stuff into it. I don't think there's like a max limit, but it's all the same to me. New path number 3 with new notes added. Let's see what you got. There are people here. Not that I was hoping for a warm welcome. what happened was unexpected. They think I'm the enemy, and they suspect me of being connected to the scientists. They're clearly in some kind of conflict now that I'm now a part of against my own will. Okay, I mean...
Ahem. I want to warn you about something. Aside from the nasty
Void
harmless
shark.
creatures, there are other, let's just say, hungry monsters.
But when he shows up, he'll die just like he always does. But they got a reindeer head. That's cool. But if you would kindly direct yourself to my cart so that you can then die, as you always do, I'd be more happy. Okay, so now I can research the chests, which is going to be lovely. I think I might go back to mouse and keyboard simply because it's easier for me to aim. Think on that premise. Like, it's comfortable, but yeah, like aiming this thing ain't doing it. So give me just a second. Leeches you. You are tougher than I remember. Yeah, they definitely made it give him more life. So he's gonna be a ongoing problem now. Okay, so I can get started on the workbench actually. So I need that. And then copper pipe and wire. And then new decor. Oh, so you can research decor too? That's really nice. So that means that the decor will actually have a use now. And bullet physics are in play here, so it's harder to shoot when you're moving fast. You love to see it. So I guess I'll just keep everything on one side for me. Okay, well, first of all, you nibble on something else. I think he just took a bite out of my research table. Now, as I was saying, I can just place you down at some point. They made this thing a lot smaller, or maybe it was always that small. I can't remember. Well, it's gonna be there today, and I just need more metal. Iron bar. I have enough for a lot, actually. I wonder if you could just add fuel and, like, yeah, you could just add as much as you want, then max it out. And I think that light up there means that I'm getting next to a new depot area. Keep this up, I probably might die. I probably should have waited because I have no way of healing right now. I don't know what just healed me, but you know what? I'm
I'm going
okay.
to have to stay here a little longer, at least to clear the path.
I'll get around to those in a second, but this definitely is another one of those things where I said I kind of need something. Only to get shot at from the distance, and they want to touch me with their bullets. Or if I get you first. Not if I get you first. Found a key, y'all. Damn. Their eyesight's so much better than mine. I don't have any grenades, so I gotta play this out right. I could start healing, that would be lovely. Maybe I don't. There we go. I am focused. Good enough. I hope the copper junk is stackable. That would be pretty good. If it isn't, that'll suck. Okay, so imagine. Okay, so yeah, it does stack. The only thing it doesn't stack is the things. So it'll probably be schematics to like a train, you know, the engine part. That's what I'm getting at.
Looks like our little train is ready to grow.
Absolutely. Build a wagon. Oh, maybe it's just another wagon platform. So. Add a wagon.
Uh-oh. Look at our big train. They always grow up so fast.
Okay, they're just giving me a head start instead of having me waste my own resources, which again I'm not complaining about. And I should have enough wood in here for that. So this one is just like your general area, which I'm gonna keep this way. Okay, so as it stands, I have pretty much everything kind of like where I need it to be for an initial run, and I'm already impressed with everything so far, and I'm loving how streamlined things are. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna record stuff and then get to like kind of where I need to be. So I think that'll be the area where I get the actual train engine for once, and that's all the plans that I have. But as always, glad you could stop by. Glad you could make it to my channel. I'm Radioh, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.